Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla, where I use simple price action to break down different altcoin prices. Today, we're going to be looking at no any other altcoin but Stellar SLM. By the end of this video, you're going to get both fundamental analysis as well as technical analysis of Stellar. So you're going to understand what Stellar does and if it's a good investment for your money in 2022. Remember, I remain Bitcoin Gorilla. If you find my strategy quite interesting, give me a thumbs up because I developed these strategies myself and is only used by Machiavelli traders. So before I even start, let me introduce you to Machiavelli traders. This is a community as well as a family that when you come into, you're going to be trading with me for a lifetime. You're going to trade in and learn at the same time. I'm going to give you 3 months intensive training live on Zoom where you're going to learn how to read prices, how to draw charts, how to become your own pro. You don't, when you come into Machiavelli Trader, we are training traders to become independent. We don't like signals, we don't give signals, we don't support signals. We train you how to start creating your own signals and trading your own signal. You can see these are the results. Our trades are taking life. Our trades are taking life. So we share all the trade with you, as well as the good thing about the 3 months training is to prepare you to get you ready, because I'm a high leverage trader. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose money. This is why it's important to come and learn. 3 months intensive training I'm going to give you on Zoom. After the training, you'll be trading with me for the rest of my life. I share all my trade, I share all my trend entry, I explain to you why. And remember, you have access to over 50 trading books. You have access to not just that, you have access to student dashboard. Each class comes with a video, each video comes with a quiz and a lot of goodies. And not just that, you have access to retake that class with me, that Zoom class. Every section is 3 times access a year. We have 3 times access a year. We have 3 types of membership, and this membership includes sport membership, futures membership, and staking. Depend on your trading style, Machiavelli Trader is available for you. Come and trade with me. I share all my trade, I share what I do. You have access to materials to learn. If you're worried about trading book, you don't know what trading books to read, don't worry. Machiavelli Traders, we provide over 200 books, right? And we're still adding constantly. And you have access to retake these classes with me, because one thing about crypto is still young, and every day I am adding to my strategy. I'm improving on it and I'm learning as well. And as I'm learning, you are learning with me, you're growing with me, because I share each thing I discover, each new thing I discover in this market. I share it with my family. We talk about it, we discuss it. Remember, access into Machiavelli Traders is only open 3 times in a year: January, May, and October. This is a family that will stand with you for a lifetime. You will know what is coming to the market even before it comes. If you check all my analysis, I predicted Bitcoin, I predicted a lot of things, and the whole family saw the dump even right from 68K even before it happened. So you are ahead and you'll be giving information. Mind you, access is only open 3 times a year. Access will be open by January 3rd for 2022. The first set of people to come in for 2022, we have a lot of goodies waiting for them. Don't miss this opportunity to become your own boss in terms of technical analysis in crypto. Stop being scared. No more FOMO, no more liquidation. I promise you, once you come into Machiavelli Trader, you are going to be trading 1 to 5 and you will never get liquidation, because we have laws, rules that we obey that guide us from the entering of the trade to the exit of the trade. You will be one successful trader. You deserve to become a profitable trader. So come join us 2022 January 3rd. The door will be open to come and learn and trade with me. You have access to retake this class over as many times as you want. So let's get into Stellar, right? Sorry for that long intro. SLM currently trading at 0.2705. What is SLM? Now, according to CoinMarketCap, SLM, put simply, SLM is an open network that allows money to move and be stored. We're talking about interborder money movement here, moving money from one border to another. Now, at the current state we are, this is a lot of challenge in terms of transaction fee. If you want to send money interborder, maybe from one country to another, or maybe from Africa to UK or anywhere, or US, anywhere in the world, it is quite very expensive in terms of the fee you pay. This includes crypto. Like I know how much it costs to for gas fee for Ethereum, BTC, and the rest. Now, this coin SLM is a network native token. Lumen serves as a bridge that makes it less expensive to trade assets across borders. All of the aim and challenge of payment provider who often charge high fees for similar services, right? Now, Stellar sounds like something that will reduce, because reduce transaction fee. How bad can it reduce transaction fee? Well, Stellar can reduce transaction fee to 0.0000001 SLM for each transaction, which is very cheap compared to PayPal, MoneyGram, and all. PayPal, Western Union, and interborder transfer. Even Ethereum and Bitcoin seems to be facing this high challenge. Now, a lot of altcoins, you might tell me, has brought out different lower fields. A lot of altcoins, new altcoins are coming out that can compete with Stellar. But one thing you must know, Stellar is an old cargo. Stellar has been in this game since 2014. Stellar has a lot of strong community behind it, especially the team. A lot of these teams, a lot of the team are Google and strong base team that makes up this Stellar. And the funny thing about Stellar is a total supply, the total circulation, according to CoinMarketCap, the total supply is 50 billion, right? And currently the circulating supply is 24.67 billion. So we have half of Stellar is already in circulation. So half is left, right? Maximum supply is also 50 billion. So having this at the back of our mind, can we see the highest, the all-time high that Stellar has ever seen since the time of launch? The all-time high is around 0.9381, and since then it has, that was 4 years ago around January 2018, and it has lost about 71% of that move, and currently it was able to, it's currently trading at 0.2705, like I said. And the all-time low this coin has ever gone was 7 years ago, which was 0.001227. And this is the website of the Stellar. This is what their website looks like. Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money. So it's easy to store your money. It doesn't matter how much you want to store, billions, store trillions, whatever you have. Stellar makes it easy for you to store and move money from one country to another. And remember, it's not that traceable, right? Borderless, limitless power. Stellar makes it very possible to create, send, and trade digital asset and every other thing. Here's what Stellar does. I don't think right now you can use any coin to interchange in terms of currencies like US dollar, euro, even in exchanges like where you buy gold and all of this. You use Stellar, right? Look at it. Asset exchange. Use Stellar built-in decentralized exchange for crypto, forex, or securities. Users can swap between tokens using simple functionality built into the protocol. Now with Stellar, you can buy gold, you can buy anything. Now you don't need to switch to USDT or anything. You can trade directly. You can actually trade directly on forex, stock and bond with Stellar. Now, Stellar makes it very easy for developers to use their blockchain and build on top of it to make lower transaction. It depends. It doesn't matter your business, what business you want. You are It doesn't matter the business you are operating. Stellar makes it easy for you to collect transactions online, and then your transaction fees are very low. And at the same time, the Stellar functionality is quite very impressive, very very impressive. But the question now we're going to ask ourselves is, what are the projects that has been built so far on Stellar? Well, according to Stellar, Converse has been built on it. MoneyGram is currently built on it as well. This is why MoneyGram transaction fee is cheaper than Western Union and its competitors, because MoneyGram is built on Stellar. You can see other Satoshi Pay, Settle, Click, Pesa, and a lot. So if you have a business and you're looking for a way to be collecting transaction online with less transaction fee, then Stellar offers that blockchain and that opportunity for you to build on. So now we know that what Stellar is all about. Can we look at the price? Because as far as a trader is concerned, it's the price that matter. Is this going to make me money? That's all I care. All those news of blah 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 is just to know the use case and the possibility of demand rising in future. So now that we know the fundamental and we see the chances that demand is likely going to rise, because this we are talking about big tech companies who could reduce their transaction fee, like Western Union and the rest. MoneyGram has taken that step, and other partners are likely going to come on board very soon, which is going to do a lot of good for interborder transactions. So knowing this, we're going to draw the chart now. So I'm going to get my all-time high on Stellar. This is my all-time high, and my all-time low. This is my all-time low. Now I'm going to try to map up the support and resistance that are in your face, right? So that's one, and that's another one, and that's another one. Now, when you come to Machiavelli Traders, you're going to learn all the price action patterns that you might need, and I'll be drawing some of them on this chart, so you do want to pay attention. So this is another one, and I can see there's one here, obviously. Now this is weekly chart, and there's another one here. So now that I've gotten the point where I see price got reacted, so I want to employ the Bitcoin gorilla strategy. So I'm going to bring in the box, and I want to put the box, everything in a box, and then I want to get the support and resistance. Now mind you, this strategy is developed by Bitcoin gorilla. If you want to learn how to use it, you might want to join Machiavelli Trader when access gets open, or you can join the free channel on Telegram to stay ahead of everyone else and know when the access will be open, because that's where it will be announced in the Machiavelli Traders group, and you can actually register and join the family so that you join in the training, because once training starts, access will close, so that we don't have to be going back and forth in terms of teaching. This is why we close the gate until we are done with the students that are registered, then we can take new students. So this is the support and resistance that I've gotten. This is my resistance area for the big box, and this is my support area. So I think with the drama that went on here and the drama that went on here, that's why I drew this other box. So I'm going to try to get the support and resistance of this box as well. Now, this strategy might sound strange to a lot of people. That's because it was developed by me, but it's still pure price action. The brain behind this strategy is price action. That is still what I used to develop this strategy. Pure price action. So you can see that I have gotten the support and resistance of all the side. Now, I want to really say that if you are following my analysis, I am a higher time frame trader. My analysis are higher time frames. Don't watch my analysis and expect it to play in 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. No, I am using weekly chart for my analysis. This is why you have to give it time. In crypto, for you to make good money, you have to learn how to allow your trade to mature. You have to learn how to trade higher time frame. Except you're a day trader. If you're a day trader, entering in and out of the market is okay. I can understand intradays, futures, I trade 4 hours. But when it comes to spot and putting my money on a coin, I like going for a longer time, because I've realized that putting your money and riding the try, it's just about being patient. Investment take time. Nothing just blow overnight. Yes, it happens in crypto, things blow overnight, but at the same time, if you really want to make money, good money in crypto, think about entering Bitcoin when it was around 20K, and then you pyramid it and you were able to be patient till Bitcoin went to 70K. Think about the profit you would have made. This is why I encourage a lot of people to understand that, because crypto is still new and we're still on the trying to learn and understand what it's all about, a lot of adoption is still going on. So if you're going into a trade and you don't want to really feel left out or FOMO, you want to learn how to trade higher time frames, so that when you enter a trade, you have peace of mind. Why you wait for your trade to mature, right? Instead of just going in, you see two, three candles, you are scared, you pull out, and then all of a sudden the trade continues and you keep going back and forth, and you wish you held your coin for a longer period. This is why I advise people to learn to work with higher time frame. For me, when I'm trading spot, or when I'm buying a coin to hold for a while, or when I'm buying a coin for probably good investment, I target 3 months, 3 months, 6 months and above, because I know that this price move in a very funny way. And especially when prices are in a sideways market, it takes time to break out. You don't know how long it's going to take to break out. This is why you need patience. This is why when a coin move and pause and start doing like this, you don't get FOMOed easily. This is why you have to start looking at higher time frame. So now that we are looking at higher time frame, I'm going to bring in my trend lines, right? I'm going to try to see how many trend lines I can get in this chart. And I can see this particular one. I need a minimum of 2 touch for each trend line, and this is 1 and 2. Now this is the bias line. Now what is a bias line? A bias line is a line that when price touches, it tends to bounce and change direction. Another line I'm seeing is this particular line here. Obviously this one is not clear at all, but it is still something to take note of because this is weekly chart, mind you. So if I go to daily chart, let's see why I say it's something to take note of. On daily chart, this is actually a daily chart trend line. This particular trend line, you can see price is holding it up, and you can see even though price pierced it, price touched my support, because this is my support, this is my support, this, I think I need to draw a resistance. Let's go back to the weekly chart. The second box I draw doesn't have a resistance, and that will really affect my analysis if I don't get the resistance. So this is the resistance area for that box. So I'm going to change the color to probably blue. So that's my resistance. So now that I've gotten my support and resistance, let's try to interpret this chart and see what the chart is telling us, since we've gotten a good drawing, right? So I can see that price on the daily chart, like I said, you can see is respecting this line, and already you can see that there's a support just be at this point. So we see that price has returned and bounced and returned to the support. Now the point we're going to really take note of is this. The point we're going to really take note of is that I need to extend this box, because if I look closely, I see that there's something that I am not taking note of. Now in my analysis, I try to pay attention to everything, not ignoring anything. So, and that is because I need to extend this to this point. The reason being that is the support that I'm seeing that is a little bit extended and could play out here to this point much better. Why did I do that? Why I did that is I'm looking at these reactions here and this particular one here that started this line. The reason is it's very important to also see what this price has done here. So you can see that this point is very important. This point is very important and I shouldn't ignore it. So this is why I had to adjust my box. So now that we have adjusted our box, so we know that price has eventually touched the tip of this support, which is a good thing, just like here. But this line is weak. I know what I'm saying. I prefer seeing a line that will stand the test to this point. This line is weak in the sense that it's likely going to go back up and it's going to get another reaction here. It's going to get another reaction here. Yes, there's a demand at this area because it has touched the area, it has entered the area. So let me zoom in so that you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. So at this point, we see that Stellar is in a demand area. That's the beautiful thing. Stellar has touched the demand. So chances of pull up is high. So it's either we have it go like this or it comes to this point, this particular point. So this area, as far as Stellar is within 0.23 to 0.123, this area is an area that will not allow BS to be pushed down further. So the demand is constantly going to keep preventing price from falling deeper. So price is going to struggle to fall once price gets into this area, but price could move as low as 0.174. That is if the sell pressure continues from this point. But I do see them actually attacking this point. So this is either they move like this or they move like this. So chances of an up move is actually high, but don't ignore this little chance of down move. The reason is because support is still, it just touched the tip of the support and has not really entered totally inside, though this trend line is keeping up with the seller, with the buyers, and keeping the sellers from falling. take note that it could go here. But still is a good buy range for Stellar, and I think Stellar would do good in 2022. If you find my analysis quite interesting, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Happy trading.